Family. Hello, hello, hello. We are in a wind tunnel today because we have major air conditioning running while I'm giving readings today. So welcome, welcome. I don't know if you guys ever watched She's the Man with Amanda Vines, but I felt like singing that song. Welcome to Lemuria. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Like, it's such a funny show. I think I'll watch that a little bit later today. How are you guys? Holy smokes, what the heck just happened? Thank you for that. I really appreciate you guys sending gifts. Just do me a favor and hold off on those because it's a lot of money for you guys and they hardly give anything to the creators. So I am doing readings today via TikTok and taking $40 donations. Sometimes I come on here and I do them for free. If you haven't been following me for a while, please do so. I get AMC like midnight Pacific Coast time or like 11 o'clock Pacific Coast time, and I'll just jump on here and offer a free reading. But if you're just coming on, welcome. My name's Julie. I'm a psychic medium. I've been doing readings for 2 years with my company Peace and Serenity, and I'm just jumping on here from time to time if someone needs a reading. So I will be doing those. I am waiting for a moderator or two to come on. But welcome, and as you come in, if you could do me a favor, because it affects the algorithm, is like tap the screen a little bit. Oh, good. And you do need 1,000 followers to hop on, just so you know. So when I do readings on here, we can do it via text. Like you have a question, I can answer it for you on here, or you can do the $40 donation. I can bring you on, but you definitely need 40,000. Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be crazy? You need 40,000 followers. You need 1,000 followers, and today I'm doing readings by donation. So just wanted to check with you guys. I am having a flash special for people who are following me, and it's for my text readings because I do those as well. So if you, normally my text readings are $135 an hour, but right now, just for the next 48 hours up until Friday, they are $100 for an hour. So if you're interested in that, here's my Venmo. When you make the payment, I'll contact you in regards to the special that we're having. Again, we're running a special on text readings, and it's $100 for an hour. Normally they're $135 for an hour. So that's just for followers only. Please know that's my way of just having a sale and appreciating you guys for being here. I usually do wait for a moderator or two. If you've been following me for a while, you know that when I start to do these readings, I'll start to see, hear, and feel things from the other side. It's my way of helping people just kind of confirm that your loved ones are still alive and in spirit, because there's no way I would know these things. I just did a Zoom reading for a lady yesterday, and her friend was watching, and I kept saying, the reading I did yesterday, it was like this peppermint feeling kept coming in, and she was like peppermint, and I was like, yeah, and she's like, that's so funny because my dad had this peppermint like candy, and when he passed, I saved it and put the lid on really tight, and then I would smell it every once in a while. So it's like things like that. Like I never know why the information is coming through. Do you know what I mean? Like, why don't you tell me your date or your name or your day of passing? But he's like, peppermint, because he knows. Do you know what I mean? So it won't make any sense to me, but it's always made sense to the person that I'm reading. And that's my job, is to say, this seems kind of weird, but he's talking about mashed potatoes. It's like, oh, that's okay, Kim, don't worry. And they're like, well, that's the only thing he could eat at the end is mashed potatoes. And I was like, right? So that's why he would bring it up. Yeah, hi you guys. So today, tonight I might be doing some free readings, but during the day, I do readings by donation. So if you'd like a reading today, I'd be happy to do that for you. My Venmo is Julie-DART, and these are by a $40 donation. So just to let you guys know, that's the way it works today. But I do also do private readings. A lot of people just think I'm on TikTok. I actually have a business. It's called Peace and Serenity. I've had it for 2 decades now, and I have Zelle too. And my Zelle just doesn't show up on here When you do Venmo, it clicks down. PayPal I have too, but it doesn't show me, so I kind of have to log off and then come back on. But I do have Zelle, and it's by my phone number. I don't know what you need for the Zelle. That's okay, Kim. I saw your message. Thank you, sweetheart. We have crazy weather today, so all my AC's on. So Ramsey, I would love to give you a reading. My Zelle account is connected to my phone number. I can't comment on here, but my phone number is 408-857-3351. That's 408-857-3351 for the Zelle. And my name on my Zelle for my email, if you need that, is Julie Dart at Comcast. Like it's Julie, no space, Julie Dart at Comcast. So we'll just chat a bit. Kelly, yay, I get to do yours. Kelly, perfect. So Kelly, I'm not sure if you have, and if I don't get to your reading today, I got it. So Gen X, are you Kelly? Is that you? I won't know the difference between your username and who you are. Yeah, you're Kelly. Okay, I'm gonna see. Okay, so you have 428 followers, so I can't bring you on, but what I can do is, if everybody's gonna be kind here, because we only have 14 people in the room, which is kind of nice, so I don't have to moderate too much while my moderator is getting home, is the way I like to work my readings, is I like to see who you want to hear from today. I don't need to know their name, I just need to know their relationship to you when they were on this planet. And once I start your reading, sweetheart, which is a privilege to do this, I absolutely love doing these, I'm gonna start to see, hear, and feel things that they're gonna tell me, okay? Okay, mom. You say mom, she says dad. Do you have your dad crossed over too? And are there two marriages with your mom and dad? Because your mom shows me two, like this. And she's also showing me that's okay. I always say just be open. If she's not talking about you guys, then she's going to be talking about her. But there's something where it's like someone has like, so let me back up. You want to hear from mom, she immediately says dad. So I have to see, is your dad here or crossed over? If there's any issues going on with dad, that's why she would bring it up. And someone said two. So it's like, I immediately went to, does someone have two dads? Okay. Are there any issues with you and dad right now? Or does dad have any like health issues going on? Because she immediately was like concerned about him, if that makes any sense. Okay, and 95% of what I read for you should make sense. The other 5% just put to the side. I got that, Maddie, thank you. Maddie, you're next. He has health issues. So see, that's what it is. He has health issues. And again, somebody had a second father figure, or there were two marriages. If there wasn't in your family, she's bringing that up. So I don't know if this is you or someone that she's bringing through, but she definitely says it, two long-standing relationships and or two marriages. They look the same to me in a reading. So your mom would be bringing that up either around you, someone who she has around her, or here. Okay, hold on 1 second. She's bringing up a couple things. Your dad's dad, thank you. That would be why she said dad, and then she's all two dads, and she brings them over. See how this works? It's like a puzzle piece. If you've ever played the game of Clue, I was like Colonel Mustard in the kitchen with the lead pipe. Like we're just doing clues here. One of the things I have to just pause here for a moment. How proud your mom is of you. And I don't know if there's a Valentine's Day reference, or if your mom had something with her heart, but she literally goes like this. So it's like, I'm being drawn to that. And she also keeps talking about, I can't tell if it's August or April, but I'm getting a month with an A, either being someone's birthday and or day of passing, because it's April's significance. And is your mom's mom crossed over too? Because your mom has a lady with her and she calls her mom. And I feel like I'm getting like a Margaret or a Mary. We were both April birthdays, thank you. So see at the beginning how, oh, I got you, Deanne, you're all set. How it's kind of choppy, but the more we start talking, the more smooth. Yes, and grandmother's with her. She, I don't mean to laugh because I know this is like serious because you're missing your mom and stuff like that. But your mom made me laugh when she said she's got your grandmother here because she's like, I've got her over here. Like, so I don't know if your grandmother was a lot of work for your mom. If she was really needy and she like, your mom was the oldest girl or your mom was the only girl. So grandma depended on her a lot, but she's like, gosh, you think you're going to come over here and get some rest. And here I have this crazy lady over here. So I have a feeling for your mom to bring that up. That would be her. Yes. Okay. That would be her way of saying like, this is her. Do you know what I mean? This is her personality. And there's also an M-A. She said it so fast. It was like Mary or Margaret, either here or crossed over your grandmother. Yeah, grandma's crazy. She's even driving Elvis crazy. He's like, maybe I'll go back to Earth. Like, no, I'm just kidding. Like in a good way. She's not like a horrible person. She just is draining. I would say she's a lot of work. Okay. I don't know if your grandmother or mom had teeth issues, but I all of a sudden feel like I have a bridge or these teeth are false right here. Oh yeah, she's high maintenance. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like some people are vindictive and mean. I'm not getting that with your mom's mom, but I am getting like, she's just exhausted. Yes, a bridge. Okay, thank you. She shows me that too. Hold on one second. There's a funny name. It's like, I know your name is Gen X Gigi, but I want to almost say Jimboree or who's Gigi, but I almost want to say like Jillian or Jimboree. Like, so I don't know if you have little, by us, there was a Jimboree place and that's where we would take kids. Is this making any sense to you? Like I said, 95% of what I'm channeling should make sense. The other part we're just put to the side. And I really appreciate the people who are, okay, it doesn't make sense. That's okay. Please don't comment while I'm doing someone else's reading. I don't have my moderator yet, but just put a note down, make a note of it because that's a postcard of someone waving from the other side. That's okay, sweetheart. You didn't know. And I always try to have this here, but I'll answer questions in between. Hi, Kim, thanks. But there's always going to be like what I call double messages. So that's just common, okay? Thank you guys for being here. You have no idea how much I love doing this. Thank you. So hold on one second. One of the things, okay, perfect. One of the things, and I think that's Rosemary. One of the things that your mom is making me feel, one of the things, I feel like she passed quite young. Anybody like 65 and under, like that's young to me. You feel kind of young to have your mother crossed over. Are you the first of your friends to have your mom pass? Do you understand what I'm saying? She was 70, still too young. Do you know what I mean? That's too young. So 65, 70, yeah. So you're 53. You feel quite youthful. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if when you tell people you're 53, 53 is still young to lose your mom though. Do you know what I'm saying? To me. But then I lost both parents when I was in my 30s. But anyway, let's go back to you. I'm supposed to tell you that your mom's giving you a bouquet of roses. So I don't know if you just bought roses in honor of her, if you just put them somewhere in honor of her, but I'm getting, yes, it's young, but yeah, there are days, LOL, yeah. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that your mom is trying to tell me. Come on, sweetheart, she really misses you. Yes, you did just give her flowers. She's very well aware of that. There's something with you guys. She's gonna make me cry because I love her love for you. She goes like this. So I don't know if you were closer to your mom than your dad, or if you were like your mom's mini-me, or you were more alike than your mom. She tells me that you have, you're the helper in the family, the Energizer Bunny. She's so proud of like how you give to others. But she says, if I could do things differently, I would have pulled back a little bit and given more time to myself. But she is very much honoring you. So I don't know if you guys, did you not get along when you were younger, but then did when you're older? Because I just feel like young, I go like that, and then older, I get like this. Does that make sense to you? Whew. Yes, we didn't when I was young. Yeah, she just brought that up. Show me the thing that you said about, did you just pick up a prescription or something about, I see a prescription pad. I'm trying to understand why she's saying that. Are you in the medical field? When I became an RN, oh, things changed. I was just like, because I can see a prescription pad. Okay, this is her way. I was like, it's either that or you're in the medical field. And right when I put that, you put when I was an RN. Okay, so see, this is her way of showing me that. She's also like, your mom bragged about how you were an RN. Do you know what I mean? I can't even. Just strangers. You're like, Mom, they don't know who I am. She's like, she's an RN. She's like, Mom, people at Trader Joe's don't know who I am. It doesn't matter. But I just feel like that was part, like she was bragging about it. She was bragging about you, but not in a bad way. Like, your kids are horrible. My daughter's amazing. It was just like, she was very proud of you for that. It was quite an achievement. And I don't know if you're the first in the family to have that, or if you didn't think you were going to be an RN. There's something about it being surprising. That's how she shows me. So it's like people who like, I didn't like school, but I'm an RN. Like, does that make any sense to you? And are you actually teaching too? She makes me feel like I'm the oldest in the first. Yeah. She also makes me feel like, and sorry, T-Bone, even if you're saying like, yeah, this is a great reading, we're just going to keep the chat clear because I will absorb I'm like a vacuum. So if you start commenting, I'm going to absorb your energy and start reading for you. And I'm trying to do, yes, you do teach. Yep. She knows that too. I'm telling you, your mom bragged about you. This has to make sense. And you were like, she's like, yeah, I told Cheryl from the general store the other day. You're like, Mom, I don't even know this lady. Do you know what I mean? But you can't just, you know, this is how your mom was. She just was very proud of everything that you did. And she does say thank you. So it makes me feel like when she's telling you now, she's saying it now. I'm just saying, if she didn't brag about it, if she didn't tell you about it here, when she was here, she's like that now. Hold on one second. She just said something. She also wants to thank you. Are you the one that handled everything when she passed? Are you the one that took care of everything? I took care of her until her last breath. Yes, you're the one that handled everything, because she says that. And she says that she had the best care. If you could imagine passing away at the Ritz-Carlton, and just my sheets were clean. I constantly had lotion. Like, I was so well cared for. And can I be honest with you? Your mom was a little bit scared upon passing. So she does apologize if she was rude, because she just was not herself, if this is making sense at all. And she makes me feel like, oh my God, woman, you are going to make me cry. Have you ever seen the Divine Secrets of the Yaya Sisterhood? And I know some people on here are like, mediums shouldn't cry. I'm like, I'm human, and I'm feeling your love through my heart chakra to this person. I slept on the floor next to her, yes. And I know she felt, yes, she was scared. In the Divine Secrets of the Yaya Sisterhood, the mom and the daughter did not get along when they were younger. Do you know what I'm saying? And at the end, Sandra Bullock comes to her mom's birthday party, and she says, it's gonna make me cry. All my life, I thought I was gonna do something special. I thought I was gonna be a movie star. I thought I was gonna be something. And all the time it was you, and you were right in front of me, and I didn't even know it. And so if your mom didn't tell you, I want you to know that she told others. Does that make sense? So she's so sorry she didn't tell you. I have a feeling with her mom being a piece of work, there was a lot of similarities in that movie, The Divine Secrets of the Yaya Sisterhood, with you, your mom, and her mom. That makes so much sense to me. There's a lot of back history. Yeah. In like shaming or something too. Guilt. Are you guys Irish or something? This reminded me of my upbringing with a wonderful Irish guilt, you know, Irish Catholic guilt. Ooh, okay. So just to know, this is Mom's way of coming through. These are kind of like mini readings, I call it. German. Yep, there you go. Well, There you have it. Where they're supposed to, yes, in Catholic, German Catholic, yeah. But the good news is, sweetheart, you're so brave to be the chain breaker, and it wasn't easy for you. But you said, I'm not going to make anybody feel, yeah, huge guilt issues. I'm not going to make anybody feel like how I did when I was younger. So she's very well aware of that. And I'm going to go back to heart necklace, Valentine's Day, something like this. She keeps going like this. Yes, you are. You are. And I get a feeling of, don't be casual about that. Wake up and go, oh my gosh, I'm amazing. Look at what I came from and all those bad habits, and look at me now. Do you know what I mean? So just know this is her way of coming through. She's watching over you. She realizes that you're the helper, and it can be exhausting in the family. I got married on Valentine's Day, and it's my dad's birthday. Okay, thank you. Because she said it before and we weren't acknowledging it, so they're just going to repeat themselves until we go, oh, that's what you're talking about. So sometimes we don't know. So no, this is your mom's way of coming through. I get when they pass away and we're like, God, I wish we would have had a better relationship. But something I learned while doing mediumship readings is their energy, their love for you is eternal and it's still alive. Once they cross over, they let go of all ego or judgment or like anger. So she's unconditional love right now, and it's never too late to have the relationship that you wanted with your parent. And I know this sounds weird. Yeah, she helped me. Yes. Wow. You almost should write a book. You almost should write a book. Yes. So did you remarry? Because she, remember the two thing? Okay. If you're like, I don't want to get married again, she's like, well, think again. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, sweetie. Do you ever see that saying where it says, say it again. The way I survived my story is going to inspire other people. Yeah, not looking to marry again. She just said that. I was like, oh, maybe it's going to be again, or she's married again. That's why she said too. She's like, no. But I do wish you would write a book. Like I mean, forget Elizabeth Gilbert with her Eat, Love, Pray. You could totally write a book like that if you wanted. Do you know what I mean? You would be so, oh my gosh, honey. Well, that's the part where it's like, mom might not have been the softest, but when you needed her in that strength, it was there for you. Do you understand? I do. I thought about it. Yeah. So just know this is her way of coming through. I am pulling back when I start to get fuzzy. I know I have another spirit coming in. But just know this is how she's coming through to you, and she's got nothing but love for you. So when I pull your mom through, I really feel like I'm seeing, like, it's a small thing. It's either like a dragonfly or a hummingbird, but I'm so drawn to those as your mom came through. Thank you, sweetheart. And thank you for all you do on this planet. I'm so glad you're here. You're just this ray of sunshine. It's like, you know that song, This Little Light of Mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Thank you for the gifts, you guys. This little light of mine, come on everybody, I'm gonna let it shine. We should say it in the okay, so we're all spreading kindness today. The world can be kind of crazy, but here in this beautiful area where we have Kim as a wonderful moderator, and by the way, if you're not following Kim, please do. She's so much around me. Yes, they are both around me. She used to sing that song to me. Yeah, I don't sing it always on here, and I just keep hearing it. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Hi, Elena. Woo! Yeah, literally, Cassie. Are you kidding me? So if you're not following Kim, please do. We're trying to get her to 1,000. She's been my moderator. She volunteers her time, and she sells crystals and does these beautiful things. So she's Sherry. So if you, Sherry, I posted the reading I did for you the other night over on YouTube. So I hope that that brings you some comfort. Thank you guys for being here. I do have a list going. I don't want to exit out of here So hold on, maybe I can look. Lately when I've been, hi guys, hi Rosemary, sorry about that earlier. Maybe if I turn on my laptop, I'll be able to see. Hold on. No, probably not there either because I don't get emails from there. That's okay. All right, well, I'm gonna exit out only just to see who paid. Yes, I saw that, thank you. Someone paid, but did a request instead of a payment. So, oh, you're Tracy, sorry. I thought you were Rosemary. I have another person that follows us and her name is Rosemary, and her username is almost like yours, and I think it says 87 at the end. So I'm gonna log out, I'm gonna come right back. So not do anything. Okay, so we have an order here. It's Maddie, D, I see you, and then Tracy. So there will be like double messages when I'm reading people. When I do group readings, which I hope I can start doing those like when I do them in person, people always go, oh my gosh, when you said this to that person, my grandmother did that. So it's always nice. So Maddie, are you in the house? Maddie, and thank you guys for being here today. Maddie, Bo Batty, Banana, Fana, Fo Fatty, Maddie. Let's see if she comes back up. Maddie. And it's so funny because it says, Patrick just joined. And Maddie, for some reason, oh, can you guys hear me? I'm hoping this is connected. Because sometimes when I jump out, I'm here, just 1 second. Okay, no worries. It's like that song. Da dun 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 da dun 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 dun. Maddie, you have a lot of followers. If you want me to bring you on, I can do your reading that way too. You just decide. I can do it this way. Sometimes people like it because it's private. I can bring you on. You don't have to do the video. You can just do the voice. Whatever one's better for you, okay? And welcome. Why did I just feel like it was Friday? Gosh, this is only Wednesday. I was like, no, it's Friday. Friday. And if you guys didn't notice, I got all my hair chopped off. I'm not used to it being this short, but it sure is healthy. And I have an event in 1 week, so my bangs will grow out. So I'm kind of glad I have this box up here. Thank you, I appreciate that. I'm just like, what did he do? That's really short. I'm not comfortable with that. But anyway, I'm just used to long hair. Do you know what I'm saying, you guys? And Maddie, for some reason, if you can't jump on, thanks, Elena, right now, I think I'll skip to someone else's reading just so I can keep the momentum going, and then I can do yours after. So Maddie, let me know. Thank you, Sherry. You guys are so sweet. So sweet. I'm so lucky. I'm so gosh darn lucky. So Maddie, I'm just gonna hold on again 1 second to see. Okay. I have a loud setting right now. I can text if that's okay. Whatever you want to do, no worries. Thanks, Donna. So at this time, I'm going to ask you guys to sit crisscross applesauce and take a look at what this says. It says, welcome. Please hold your comments during my readings. You will be temporarily muted so we can keep the chat clear. And that's only because even if you comment like, wow, or we love you or something like that, which I love, I'm going to be like a vacuum and I will absorb your energy, and I'm trying to read one person at a time. So thank you. So Maddie, thank you for being here. Thank you for letting me read you. The way I like to work these readings is to see who you want to hear from today. I don't need to know their name. I just need to know who they were in relationship to you. So I'll tear off my little list here. I was just going to ask you if you had an ex-husband. Can I ask you, did he have a situation where he had an action that was part of his passing? Meaning, did he have any addictions? Do you understand? Because as he comes through, when people cross, yes, okay, because his energy is a bit heavier than normal for me. And I have a feeling that this is one of the things where there's like a twin flame or soulmate connection, even after he was like not well, and I feel like you had to call it off because you're like, this is an unhealthy relationship. I can't deal with this anymore. The love for him just seemed to never have gone away. Do you understand what I'm saying? And do you have a son? Or did he have a son? Because I keep seeing a little boy. Yes, very much. Now you're understanding. And is your birthday coming up? He literally just showed me a candle with a cake with candles on it. So it's like anniversary of someone's passing. That's their sign to show me that. His birthday or your birthday coming up, and something about a little boy. I just keep seeing it. You have a nephew though. Are you guys rather close? It would have to be like, we're close. Do you know what I mean? The bond that you guys have together. And are you wondering at this time, his birthday's coming up? Okay, perfect. That would be why. And if you raised him, yep, okay. That's the same thing as your ex showing me this is your love. And is there a Brian or Ryan? If not, then I have a B name coming in that he's trying to show me too. Yeah. You know you're smart. You're 5 times smarter than you think you are. So does your mind race a lot at night? I just keep hearing reach for the stars. So if you're like, oh, I don't know what I want to do, but I want to make more money and I want a different career, it's like you need a cup of confidence to believe in yourself and to follow that dream all the way through. So I'm not sure what it is that you do for a living. Ryan is a friend of mine that passed when I was young. Okay, then he's showing me him with him. So I'm going to go back to the double message with the younger male. Not only did you, yes, your mind goes all night. Yeah, that's a sign of intelligence. So I know sometimes people are like, oh, I have ADHD, which I believe, and some people have ADD, but it's also a sign of being sensitive and very intelligent. So whenever I do reading for someone like you, I'm like, you have a business mind. Thank you, Christy. You have a mind for business. Do you know what I mean? Whoops. Let me write that down. Okay. So if you're at a crossroads right now and you're not sure what you want to do, it's like, to me, you're at this job. It's like a normal job. I don't know if you did business and marketing, but I just keep seeing that around you. And you have an idea that you're like, oh, that's a big idea. I'm a big dreamer, but it will never take off. He's saying that you were always a cheerleader, encouraging other people. You still do that now. And you influence people. So if you wanted to be an influencer, believe in yourself, because he's saying that if someone, have you ever heard, yeah, I have an office job right now, but not wanting to stay. Yeah, that's too boring for you, sweetheart. That would be like, I ran into Beyonce and she's working at Payless Shoe Source. Do you know what I mean? I'd be like, let's get you another job. So you're just too full of light to be at an office job. So if you ever have a big dream about like, oh, I want to share my story, I want to be inspirational to people, just know I keep seeing that around you, and he's telling me you already do this already. So it's like you just would get paid for it. So at this time in your life, I feel like you just need a cup of confidence to help get you there. And is there like an Esther or a lady's name that starts with like ES or S? Say it again. I don't know that name. Yes, and I actually was a cheerleader. Yes, like actually. Yeah, I love that. There's like Estavo Est. There's an EST name either here or crossed over that's starting to come through. And I don't have this name in my vocabulary, so I just know I almost want to say Esther or Esteban, like it's a name like that, either here or crossed over. And sometimes we have relatives who are like, I had a dream back in the day. That's okay. If you're not sure about the name, I don't try to make it fit. 95% of what I'm telling you in a reading should make sense, and the other 5% just put to the side, okay? And sometimes people watching it back later, they're like, oh my God, that was my across the street neighbor. Do you know what I mean? He'd always trim his hedges and I would wave. But it's funny, the people that come through in your reading, like now we have Ryan, do you know what I mean, coming through as well. It's so funny because both Ryan and your ex-boyfriend are saying, so many people like you and you have no clue. You're like so humble. I don't talked to a friend named Esteban when I was in school. Oh, you had a friend. Esteban. Yeah, it's like that. Esteban. That's just their way of saying they know who you hung out with. They were around you. Do you know what I mean? And to bring up something that I just would not know. Yeah. Hi, you're new here. I'm so sorry. Even if you're new here and you're chatting, you probably didn't know this, but you will just be temporarily muted. But we do want to thank you for being here. I just really absorb people's energy, and I'll pause to say hi. I really appreciate you being here, though. Thank you. So is this making sense to you, what I'm telling you right now? You're a big dreamer. Don't give up hope. Do you know what I mean? You're always telling other people that they can do something. Hold on one second. Is somebody named Charlie? Because he just was like, you have to think like Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. Yeah. Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. Like someone's got to win the golden ticket. Do you know what I mean? And you may not see all the goodness of the good karma that you have going on. And if anything, I would advise you to pull back your energy a little bit, because it seems like you give to everybody and then you're left with like, well, I guess I'll have a little bit for me. That I just picked up chocolate and dropped it off. Yeah. Yes. Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. I'm telling you. See? There's never a coincidence that they're saying what they're saying. And I know I play with my hair a lot, but Kim, my moderator, and I talked about this. She's like, I feel like that's how you channel. I'm like, me too. I'm just like, it's my antennas. It's like Ariel. La da 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 da. So let me see if there's anything else. Hold on one second. Do you have a grandmother that you're named after, or a namesake? Grandmother that's a namesake? Because we're channeling, and then we're getting your ex-boyfriend, and then Ryan, and then all of a sudden this grandmother comes in. She goes, what am I, chopped liver? And I don't know if she would throw her shoe when she got mad, if that's like part of your culture, but for some reason she's holding up her shoe and she's going like this. But she's a tiny little thing, because I'm 5'7". But man, was she strong. Do you know what I mean? I feel like this is the kind of lady who's like, I raised 10 kids. Do you know? She just is this making any sense to you? I just know you have a spirit here who's a woman, and she's very strong. My sister's middle name is after my dad's grandmother. Okay. Whew. Does my description of this lady fit your dad's grandma? And your dad's mom is still here? Because you have some good genes. I was just talking with Kelly about that. Okay. So let me pull back and go back to your ex, because that's who you wanted to hear from mostly. He wants you to realize that you're not making it up when you feel like you're special, or there's something different that you're going to be doing. Yes, she is still here. I would have to ask how she was. I don't remember much. Ask them, and they'll be like, oh yeah, you get a shoe thrown at the back of your head. Like, it's either that or she had a paddle. I'm telling you, I can't tell the difference, but it makes me feel like I'm going to take off my shoe and spank somebody. But I also feel like there was a big family. That's one of the things that she's making me feel. And she was the boss, no doubt about it. That woman ran everything. That's the feeling I'm feeling. Very strong, faithful, and strong woman. That's the feeling I'm getting. Hold on, go back to the thing that you were just going to say. Okay, so with your ex-boyfriend crossed over, everybody does this, and when he looked at his life and did a life review, he really had a lot of regret about how he took advantage of you or didn't appreciate you at the time. That's one of the things that he's making me feel. And since he wasn't able to be the person who he wanted to be here on this planet, he's very much like around you. When you have a special bond with someone like that, it's like they're kind of guiding you on the other side. So I don't know if he's your main guide, but I feel like you feel him around you a lot, and I'm feeling like that too. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's an old, did he listen to the oldies? Because there's an old 80s song that you feel younger than me. You feel him around you always. Yeah, that's how I feel too. There's an old song. I hate when they have me sing, but I'm going to do it anyway. Yeah, I'm your puppet, pull a little string, and I'll Talk to you, I'm your puppet. Like Mary Wells, I'm hearing that music for some reason. If this isn't him, then we've got your grandmother coming back, or your dad used to listen to this music. I'm telling you, it's starting to come through. It's like oldies, oldies. That's like La Bamba, is that what you're saying? I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and sing all the songs that they're telling me about, but just know this is their way of coming through. You're not making it up. He is around you. He's asking you to try to reach higher because you were born to do that. So you're not being conceited. You're not making this up. It's your spirit calling you to move forward. So maybe at this time, just pray for some courage to keep following your life purpose, because there's more to your purpose than is before you. La Bamba is my mom's favorite movie. Yep. And all the songs that they used to sing, I started to sing, what are the chances? But they were like, sing the song by La Bamba. And I'm like, no, I'm not that good of a singer. I can hum something, but like La Bamba, I feel like I need a band. Do you know what I mean? I'm all, come on, you guys, give me a break. So many times I joke around that I'm going to be like this is the trivia show and I'm a medium, but I'm also doing karaoke, because at this point I'm going to do anything I can once I connect with your loved ones to help you know that there's no way I would know this, obviously. And that's because this is their love for you and your love for them. And once I remove myself from the situation, this energy's ever flowing to you. So it's great to have a medium kind of validate everything, but you don't need a medium to talk with your loved ones. I am pulling back a little bit. Like I said, these are kind of like mini readings. Sometimes I feel like I'm speed dating. I'm trying to like talk so fast, but I hope this brought you some comfort to today, to let you know that you are on the right track. And any songs with stars in them are from your ex too. Like, it's a sky full of stars. Like, I just keep seeing a star around you. So just so you know, he's saying you were born to shine. You were born to be a star. When you have these big dreams, you're not making that up. So just pray for courage, okay? You're welcome. He's very well aware of that. And he's aware that he also, he says ruined relationships and ruined his life. But he will have a second chance. He is at peace now, understanding that everything's healed at the end. And so just know, he's like, they never miss us because, well, they miss like holding us, but they see us. Do you know what I mean? So he is at peace now. He's around you. Just know he's always sending you signs, okay? Thank you guys so much for being here. Hello, hello, hello. This is at the time if you want to ask a question. I'm right in the middle of readings. The next person I have, I think, is Dee, and then Tracy and Christy. And then my list will be closed for the day. If you guys are interested, you're welcome. Maddie, thank you so much. If you guys are interested in getting a, my list is closed today, Jen, but I am having a special on my text readings, which are similar to what I do now, but we just text back and forth and they work really, really, hi Christy, super well. And so the way that we do it is, normally my text readings are $100 or $135 for an hour, but I'm having a special up until Friday only for people following me on TikTok. It's my way to say thank you and to give you kind of a discount for being here and being a loyal follower. And it's $100 for an hour, and it works really well. I've been doing this for so long. So I'm having a special on those. So I'm not doing any more readings in here, but if you want a text reading, you can Venmo $100 to Julie-Dart, and I'll message you and we can immediately set that up. And for that, I have appointments open as early as this evening and tomorrow, okay? I love them. There is a lady who's like, I was like, you have a white cat, was it named Snowball? And I'm texting her, she's like, oh my gosh, I didn't think this was gonna work. I'm like, it works, it works. Many times I was like, I feel like Dr. Seuss. I can do readings by text. I can do them. No, just kidding. Thanks, Kim. And thanks, Jen, for coming in. Perfect. Okay, so there is Christy, I saw your payment. Thank you so much. I have Dee, Tracy, and Christy. And do me a favor, you guys, if you're not following Kim right here, my moderator, please do so. She volunteers her time, and she's also has a really cool I was gonna say website, TikTok page where she has crystals on there and everything. So right here, Kim, let's get her to 1,000 because it would be so fun to bring her on with me, and then we can, I don't know, sing for you guys together. I could do readings for you, Kim Kulker. Riri, I'm so glad you're on here. I don't know if you get irritated that I call you Riri, because I don't know if people call you that. But Riri was here on the other night, and I just did a free reading for her. Like I said, like if you're following me, every once in a while I just get antsy at night, so I'll just, and she was talking about her brother came through in the reading I read for her before, so I knew she had a brother who's passed away, but I kept hearing like it's the anniversary of his passing or someone's birthday. She's like, yeah. I'm like, and a ladybug landed on you. She's like, oh my gosh, it did. So that's their way of coming through. Yes, Riri. She's like, I like that name. Plus, it gives me a break with my dyslexia trying to pronounce somebody's name, because my mind, I can see it, but my mind changes it and then I transfer it. It's always something else. Okay, so thank you. Dee, if you're here, I'm going to do your reading, and then I'm going to take a little break just to powder my nose and get some water, and then I'm going to do Tracy and Christy's reading. But right now I'm going to do Dee's, and then when I come back it's Tracy and hers. And perfect, thank you. And if you're just coming on here, I am having a special on my text readings. They're for an hour for $100. They're normally $135. So like Ree, if you wanted to do this with your mom in a group chat, I could do that for you guys too. So it's my Venmo is Julie-Dart. And if you wanted to sign up for that tonight, I'm having that special until Friday, and I can just message you through Venmo and set up a time. So perfect, thank you. So let me clear my energy and get ready. I'm gonna drink my, look at this cute little cup that Caitlin got me, my eldest child, for Mother's Day. Oh, I would love it. I would love it. And it would help if I drank from the right side of my cup. And I'm not a coffee drinker, but I do have my tea. I would love it. You'd be surprised the information that comes out. It's pretty fascinating. Okay, so let me ground myself. So I am starting Dee's reading right now. If you guys can do me a favor, and please don't comment, as I will absorb all of your energy, and I'm just trying to focus on her today. Thank you so much. Your daughter. She just said family conflict. So if people are arguing at this time, she's saying, Mom, it is going to get better. So I feel like pamper yourself. It is going to get better. And with her kids, I see her kids at your house a lot. So she says, thank you for that. Yes. And she's helping you with the family conflict from the other side, just so you know. And show me the other thing. You have her kids a lot. She wants to thank you for that. She's saying that's helping more than you know. Yes, kids are a lot here. Did you just do something where they had, they just visit the ice cream truck, or does someone have ice cream sandwiches? Or when I do readings, after I get like, you're such a, I can imagine what a great Nana you are. So did you also just put, slip and slide sprinklers or a kiddie pool? I just keep seeing all of these, so I don't know if this is happening at your house or the kid's mom's house, but I see that, and I keep seeing things. My husband just gave them an ice cream sandwich. Yes, I'm telling you, what are the chances? Because first I saw a push-up, and then I was like, or push-pop, and I was like, are they with the ice cream machine? It's like ice cream sandwiches, and you have a huge gigantic water thing. That's why I couldn't tell what it was, because it was like there's a slip and slide, it's a sprinkler, and a pool. So is it all one thing in one? That's why I saw all three. I was like, tell me one so we can be really specific. And she goes, no, just try not to overthink it, Julie. It's so funny because your daughter, I've been lucky enough to read you a couple times. She's just very to the point with me. She's like, I'm not messing around, just tell her what I'm saying. Yes, it's huge, and it's all those things. What are the chances I would see that with the ice cream sandwiches? Do you know what I mean? So she knows that you're so worried about this family conflict. And she's saying, sometimes, Mom, there has to be an action for it. But honestly, with this, take care of yourself, pull your energy back, and let it play out. And she's like scolding you. When is the last time you went and got your nails done? Like, instead of worrying about that or trying to help a family member that might not be listening. Yeah, I know she's with you. Well, she's with you. I'm just on the phone with her. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. When is the last time like you just went and like sat and got your nails done and like pedicure specifically and let them like rub your feet? Do you know what I mean? She's all, come on, mom. Come on. I've been very worried about the family. And yes, yes, yes. You understand? So you, every time you have an action, it boomerangs. You're like, oh, but she's saying this person is not listening to you, so this is kind of a waste of time. So pull back and let it ride itself out. Whatever you're feeling like, you're like, I'm getting a gut feeling about this person. You're right on. She just goes like that. I don't know, yeah, that I ever pamper myself, but I will listen to her. Yeah, she's all, come on, mom. She's saying that if she had a problem right now and she didn't know how to solve it, you would immediately go take her and spend the money for her to get her nails done. But to do it for yourself, you go, oh, I don't really need that. The kids or the grandkids need something, or daddy wants something. Do you know what I mean? So she's like, yeah, yes. So it's almost like you're talking until you're blue in the face, and it's like not helping, and it's getting worse because then you're getting exhausted. And if anything, she's saying try to be, and I know it's hard, believe me, with family, but try to stay more proactive. So the reactive, it is exhausting you. Do you understand it? It's very stressful. And I almost feel like you're getting like headaches from this. So when we look at things, we're like too close, and spirit's like, move away. Yes, you're exhausted about the conflict. Yes. So if that's a waste of time, pull back your energy. Say, honey, I'm going to go to the store. I'm going to go get my nails done. Your husband's going to be like, what? Where are you going? Yes, have a headache every other day. She said, Mom, don't do that to yourself. Don't let this energy, like, it's almost like carbon monoxide poisoning. Don't let that toxic fumes get to you. Do you understand what she's saying? Please don't do that. And I keep seeing a multicolored shirt. I know I have this one, but it's more of a multicolored, almost like the colors that you would see in a tie-dye shirt. I don't know why she's showing me that. Do you understand when I say that? As long as you understand, that's all that matters to me. I'm standing next to her closet. Did she live with you or something? We have her shirt with those colors. Thank you. And I'm walking into her closet. Did she pass away in her bedroom? There's like a closet. And when I bring it up, it doesn't feel like a happy memory. I start getting really emotional. Yes, okay. The 2 months she lived here, okay. Because there's something like right when you walk in, right when I walk into the bedroom, the closet's right there. Like I can see it, do you know what I mean? And it's not a slider, it opens. And for some reason, or unless she had a hutch, because they keep going like this. I just moved stuff from her closet, and yes, 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 now you understand? Okay. This is her way of, and she said that was so hard for you to have the energy to do that. But there's things that you just don't want to get rid of. And she goes, Mom, don't let people tell you like, oh, it's time to get rid of that stuff. You want to keep it, then keep it. I so would love somebody to make a blanket for you with her clothing, so that you have something when you're lounging at night. And she says, my mom never lounges. My mom never sits down, but she wants you to start, unless it's with the kids watching a movie. She said, yes, it was terrible. I'm so sorry, sweetie. You need this. My feet are hurting like for a foot rub, so I know you need this. Yeah, you don't lounge. She goes, so I was like, when you're lounging, she's like, my mom does not lounge. She's like, you don't know my mother. She does not do that. This is interesting. Can you show me that one more time, sweetheart? I almost taste like beef jerky or a Slim Jim. So I don't know if someone's name is Jim, or if you guys just ate beef jerky or Slim Jim. Is this making any sense to you? Do you know what a Slim Jim is? Like I think it's like like a beef stick. I keep seeing that somewhere. She's so funny. Oh my gosh. She just said her dad just had a Slim Jim today. Yes. So I don't know if your daughter would have that and be like a Dr. Pepper and a Slim Jim, and you're like, that's not a lunch. Do you know what I mean? That's not a meal, a Slim Jim and a Dr. Pepper. But I feel like not only did your husband just have one today, but like somebody would have that and you're like, that's not a meal. But she's bringing it up for a reason. And it feels like Dr. Pepper. He looked at with shock and said, yes, that would be what she would want, really. I love it. So that's her way of going, hey, Dad. Hey, Dad. And yes, Dr. Pepper and a Slim Jim. And you're like, that's not lunch. She's like, well, that's all I feel like eating. She's like, you need to drink more water. She's like, there's water in the Dr. Pepper. Do you know what I mean? And as much as she was very kind and loved other people, she could be, she says it, hard-headed, headstrong. She likes the word headstrong. She doesn't like the word stubborn or hard-headed. She likes to say that she was headstrong. But then she said, so's my dad. Hello, so's my dad. So she's like, so giving Dad a hard time. So Dad must be missing her too if he's listening while you're getting this reading. This is her way of saying that she loves her daddy. Yes, and her dad too. Yep, she knows. She knows. You and Daddy need a break, she says. I don't know if there's a lake that you guys can go to or over by the water. I feel like Dad's way to decompress is to go fishing, go hunting, go out in a forest. But I see a river, like a little creek or water. I actually hear it too. So I don't know if you guys have that on your property around your house or if that's where he and your daughter went, but I see that. And she's like, that's where I talk to my dad. When he goes there, that's what I talk to. Yes, camping and fishing and hunting. And they went to a river together. Yeah. She's like, when my dad goes there, that's where I talk to him. So it's like, they're always talking to you, obviously, but there's some places where we go, where we used to go with them. So when we visit them again, when they're gone, we feel more connected. Does that make sense to you guys? Yeah. So she shows me that as well. What a lovely, lovely spirit. This is unbelievable. Yes, and thank you. You're welcome, honey. Just know this is her way of coming through. She's got your back, Mom. She knows exactly what you're going through, and she says she has your back. And she doesn't like, she's very protective over you, and I don't know if you're being wrongfully blamed, or if you're like, I'm concerned about this, and someone's coming back to you with venom, and you're like, why are you going off on me? I'm just telling you I'm concerned about this. But she's saying that energy is just going to keep happening. So you're going to have to pull yourself back, read a book, get your nails done, like do something for yourself. Yes, you're being wrongfully blamed. I'm feeling like that too, because your intention is always in the right place. And the thing is that she makes me feel like you didn't come out guns loaded. You were like, this is concerning me. This is a concern for me. I don't like the way he's treating you, or I don't like the energy I'm getting, like, or something like that, like the way he's treating. It's a treatment of someone else, and you're concerned about them being treated not right, and then they're going off on you. So you're just going to have to let the cards play out, and the way you feel about this person is the same way that your daughter feels about him too. So you're on the right track. Yes, I didn't mean it at all, but now it's all my fault. Yeah. Just let it go. Pull back when you've done all you can, and there's no other action to take other than something that's just going to cause this. Pull back. It doesn't make any sense, but like pamper in any way that you can, and the situation will evolve and unfold and take care of itself. Yes, and thank you. I needed the truth. Yeah, I'm telling you. Anytime a spirit, I had a friend that was new sign language, so I'm sorry if you're watching this and I'm not doing it right, but from my recollection, she would go stinky boy, and when we moved out in a club, I would know that's her way of like telling me, Julie, come over here and rescue me from this person. And so when spirits show me stinky boy, I know they don't like the person. Does that make sense? It means they don't have good intentions, or they don't have good energy. Okay? Thank you so much. No, this is your love for your daughter, you and your husband, and your love for her that I'm able to channel. Once I remove myself from this reading, that energy is still flowing to you guys. It's so important for me, for everybody to know that this energy that I'm reading is constantly around you. Okay? Thank you. Thank you so much. You deserve the best that life has to offer. You're welcome, G. I just love you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. These, always take notes. Thanks, Cassie. These readings are supposed to be recorded, but sometimes the system doesn't always record them. So it's always good to take notes or screen record your reading. I believe we have, is it Christina and Tracy after this, but I am going to take a quick break. Sherry, thank you. Thank you so much. I absolutely love what I do. I couldn't do what I'm doing without you guys also being very polite and holding space while I'm reading another person. Oh, thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome, Daddy. That must be Daddy. Shannon, hi. Hi. And thank you for that. I love the gifts, you guys. Just TikTok doesn't usually give creators that much, so save your money, or I would accept a tip too via Venmo. But once you go through, you're like, oh my, I was giving gifts to this TikToker, and I was like $10 and like whatever, $5, $10. He got like 50 cents. Like, I don't know how much this takes off. Yes, Dad, you're welcome. Enjoy this. So funny, sir, because now all I want, I don't drink soda, is the Slim Jim and a Dr. Pepper. So I have to disconnect myself from the energy. I love watching you do readings, Julie. You're incredible. So are you. Thank you. But you guys have no idea. Like, for one, I really need to say thanks to Kim, the moderator, because she moderates things so softly and gently. And we've had so many people comment on how nicely she handles the room. So I'm always telling her, people are always giving me compliments about her energy. So it's her, and then you guys holding space while I'm giving her reading. It's like we're creating like a little vortex. So please, if you're not following Kim, please let's get her to 1,000 so that she can go live. She's really taking a chance, trying. Yeah, she does do a good job. He's just crying. She's just so sweet. I'll be able to see her. When am I seeing you again? We met finally, because her kids live out in Oregon where I am, and we met in person. We were like, we knew each other from a past life. LOL. I always say, someone says drink water, and I say there's water in Dr. Pepper. Dad, you say that? That's so funny, because your daughter's like, drink water. Well, there's water in Dr. Pepper, and literally verbatim. I love it. And that's just because the more I read for people, the more the path, I was like, oh, well, I've talked to her before. And so thank you for allowing me to do a reading. But what happens is the road is paved, so like it just gets easier and easier. Okay, I'm going to take a quick break. But when I come back, I am going to do Tracy and Christina's reading, and then we're going to be all set. Okay, I'll be right back, you guys. You're going to hear Nolan and Delilah snoring, and we're in a wind tunnel with my wonderful AC system. You're welcome, Daddy. You're welcome. She loves you. Oh, thank you, Peter Pasta's mom. I watch your son all the time. Yes, I'm going to go pamper and get my water. I really need that for you guys, so go ahead and talk to us yourself. gosh, these dogs are so funny. Hello, thank you for your patience. Hello, everybody. Oh, it's so nice to come back and see all this beautiful stuff. So we're in Oregon and we're having a heat wave. My point of telling you that is the dogs always sit with me in my office while I do my readings. Like Nolan's on the ottoman and Delilah's on the other little chair, and they are out with this heat. It's so funny. They are so funny. But thank you guys for being here. I'm gonna do drink some more water. I think it was Tracy's next, and then Christina, right? Is that how I said it? Okay, Tracy, thank you guys. So Tracy, you want to, oh, thank you, Dee. I really appreciate you. Your family's amazing. Okay, you want to hear from your mom. Did someone, why am I being pulled to like a botanical garden or, yeah, there's lots of people. So we're hoping mom comes through, but someone else may come through. There's something about, was somebody an actual, hopefully I say this word right, ornamental horticulture? Someone work with plants or a nursery, or do they just have an immaculate yard? Or did you just go to like a botanical garden place? Is this making any sense to you? It's like people would stop and look at this yard. Like this person was not just a gardener. I know there's like, oh, she worked in the yard a lot. It's like, this yard is immaculate. Do you know what I mean? Makes me feel like somebody who just went to the resort. Did you just go to the Ritz in Hawaii? Like everything's so well manicured. Is this making any sense to you? I wish. Okay. Put it to the side. There's something, if you've been looking on websites lately, if you've been looking for a new house, if you've been thinking about it, my yard just got mowed. Okay. If it just got mowed, that's one thing. This makes me feel like I'm somebody, a landscaper. So if you were just looking at your yard and you're like, we need to hire a landscaper, like I want my yard to look like this, just so you, and ignore, you have a lot of flowers. So people must stop by and compliment you on your house, because if the house I'm seeing, I would be like, how do you grow? I wouldn't be able to do it. Half of the things that are in your yard would be dead if I took care of them. Do you know what I mean? So green thumb, thank you. This is their way of saying, do you have a green thumb? Is that something that you love to do? Is it like your therapy? Do you know what I mean? Because that's how they're bringing it up to me. And I'm tasting smoke in my mouth, and this is a way of somebody telling me that they were a smoker, that you like them. Okay, thank you. That's just your mom's way of coming through. And birds, I love that. Now, I know you want to hear from your mom. Yes, I was like, but I'm tasting smoke in my mouth. Was this your mom? Yes, that's her way of saying that as well. Okay. And you were just smoking. Okay, it's just your mom's way of coming through. They'll tell me things about you. They'll tell me things about them. Okay? When she crossed, did your mom have a fall or something? Or an accident? The reason why I'm asking is I feel incredibly dizzy when your mom comes forward. So if it's not her, she's pulling in someone with her. Whenever I have like, okay, thank you, accident, I feel like I'm spinning. That's their way to show me. Yes? Okay. Yes, she was out of it. I can't comprehend like when she's coming as well too. Are there 3 kids in the family? Is it you and 2 other siblings? Because your mom shows me 3. So I'm trying to see, is there 3 kids that she left behind, or is there, or you have 3 kids, or it's the 3rd month? She's showing me 3. She goes like that. Okay, so it's you. So you're the only girl, and you have 3 brothers. Okay, thank you. Thank you. And 1 passed. Okay, thank you. Is there also a Patrick or a Patty here or crossed over? And it could be like family members crossed over or someone in your family, youngest. Okay. Show me. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, Patrick or Patty. It's like a P name. It can be Polly, but I wouldn't stretch me on that. That's okay. 95% of what I talk about in your reading should make sense. The other 5% put to the side. And no, it's a P name. That's okay. Just put it to the side. If it's not Patrick, then we'll just put it to the side. I never try to make anything fit if it doesn't fit. For some reason I was seeing that. That's okay. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. There's something about your mom's making me feel like you feel quite alone. So I don't know if you don't lean on people, if you're kind of more private, or if you feel like you're handling this by yourself, or if you're the one in the family that fixes everything, so you do everything but no one does it for you, and then you don't ask because you're like, I don't want to be a burden. Yes? Okay. She's bringing that up as well. And I know we had April in the other reading, but I'm being pulled to April or August with you as well. It could be somebody's birthday or day of passing. I'm literally seeing my mom's day of passing, which is 8/08. So there's something about the 8th or August. She passed away in August. Thank you. That's their way to show me, because I kept seeing 08, and that's my, okay, perfect. Yeah. 28. Yeah, that would be why I was seeing the other 8. I'm like, I'm seeing another 8 in there, so August 8th. See, this is her way of coming through to show you with that validation. I'm trying to, hold on 1 second. Did someone always wear high heels? And yes, she's okay. She is at peace. When a person crosses over, don't let a medium ever tell you they're stuck. Everybody makes it to the other side. Nobody's ever stuck, okay? I don't know why she's showing me, and there's a movie called In Her Shoes, or I don't know if you have your mom's shoes, or someone always had to wear high heels. But I'm seeing high-heeled shoes. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't know why she's going like that. Is this making sense to you? You used to wear high heels, like all the time. It's like people were standard. See, like whenever I see Stevie Nicks, I'm always like, does she have a pair of tennis shoes? No, Mom, not that high. That's okay. I won't know the difference. There's not like a measurement. So if you always wore high heels all the time, because I'm a tennis shoes and a flip-flop girl. I'm not going to be, unless it's like a wedding, even then I'm probably not going to. So yes, we're okay. Just so you know, she's aware of that, but hold on 1 second. You must have had really nice shoes, because she just showed me show me that again. What movie is that called? Sex and the City, when Carrie with her shoes. I'm an orthopedic fan shoe now. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, same. Okay, what's the thing with Carrie and Sex and the City? You have a pair of shoes like that or something? Or someone's named Carrie? Like, she just was like, okay, so back to that. Don't ever let a medium tell you that someone is stuck. They're not. People pass, they look at their life review, they all go home to the other side. Don't let people define that for you. It can be home, heaven, the universe, the other side. There's a loving place that we are from, and then we come to this earth plane, and then we go back. I have a good sandal in my backpack. Oh, yes, perfect. Gold sandals, yes, because she's making me feel like they're very much like that. Okay, and she does say sorry. So I don't know if she was dealing with some personal issues, if there was a lot of ups and downs with your mom before she passed, but that wasn't fair to you to lay that all on you. And I don't know why and you became the mom, kind of more so than her. It's like you felt the need. You're an empath, do you know what I mean? And you didn't have to do it, but you're like, gosh, if I don't do it, no one's going to do it. Is there a Frank or Francis too? Because now I'm getting an F name either here or crossed over. She was supposed to, yes. And just know none of this is your fault. She just keeps saying that. Yeah, none of this is your fault. She will be bringing up people like her dad. You're like, well, she didn't even talk to her dad. Doesn't matter. Or if it's somebody's middle name, they will come through and show me like that. And if it's not a name, I don't, like if I don't have that name in my vocabulary, but it's a PH name or start like Philomena or something like that, or starts with a F, that's her way of showing it to me. And who knows why the ancestors come in that do, but they do. Unless you like a Fergie song. Now she's like Fergie, Fergalicious. This is so funny. Your mom's cracking me up. That's okay. Screen record this so you can look at it later, make notes, because she's trying to communicate in any way that she can with you. But the main thing that she's coming through saying is that she does say she's sorry. She's saying that none of this was your fault, and you shouldn't have had so much pressure on you at such a young age. Does that make sense to you? She's like, if mothers should take care of their daughters. Their daughters shouldn't have to take care of their mothers. And so she's making me feel like that with you. I just taste vanilla. I almost just taste like angel food cake. Yeah, I just wish we had time together. So here's the thing. There's a vanilla or angel food cake reference. Remember in the other readings I just did, and I was like Dr. Pepper and Slim Jim, and now I'm tasting like, it's like angel food cake. I won't know the difference between like angel food cake and something vanilla, but I'm tasting that. As long as that makes sense to you, if that was your favorite. This can be strawberry shortcake too in the little thing, but I'm tasting that. So it'd be like someone's favorite, you just ate it. Do you know what I mean? Yes, okay, perfect. So as long as it makes sense to you, that's all that matters to me. Let me go back and see if there's anything else. What the heaviness. Was your brother in an accident too? I just told her I wanted to ask about your brother, and she said, accident. Okay. So perhaps she's still talking about herself. Okay, hold on one second. Did grandma have diabetes, or did someone have problems with their sugar level? If you say fire, all I see, it says yes, he died in, okay. Oh, sorry, Dad? Sugar had diabetes? Okay. Do you have anybody who passed away in a fire? Because the Patrick thing earlier, and we didn't know where a name came from like that, my nephew passed away young, and it was an accident in a fire. So I was wondering if that's why I heard that. So that's okay. If it's not that, then just put it to the side. But they'll show me things about me if they lead to you, and they'll show me things that are around you that you've just eaten, or they'll talk about your relatives too. And I was still kind of stuck on that. So if, when you were saying about your brother, did he also, oh, he had a brain aneurysm, okay. So then your mom would just be focusing back on her. Because I was like, Mom, tell me anything else. And she's like, accident. So she still is talking about that. I don't know if you felt like you haven't, in the road. Oh, okay, yeah, in the road. So that's like so not at home. Okay, thank you. I'm so sorry you had them both passed away this way. When it happens like this, we don't get a chance to say goodbye, and there's like feelings left unresolved. Just know this is their way of coming through and kind of talking about this, showing valid things around you because you didn't get a chance to say goodbye. So whenever I'm doing a reading for somebody, I always say my job as a medium is to say this is their love for you and your love for them that I'm able to channel. When I remove myself as a channel, this energy is still around you. It's just a matter of finding like what their signs are, how they communicate to us. And your mom and brother in unison are saying that because both of these things happened, either a trust issue with like life or trusting other people, trusting yourself, and or trusting the universe. It can be all three. But it feels like you're like, I don't know. It feels like unstable. I'm not saying you're unstable. I'm saying your trust is like wobbly because you're like, gosh, if this can happen to them, it made you a little, does this make sense to you? I don't know how else to put this, like wobbly. Just trusting issues. But she's saying that the worst is over and it's your time to trust again. She keeps saying that. And I don't know what you're doing for a career, but she makes me feel like, I don't know if your mom's passing was the catalyst for you changing a career. But I keep hearing that. Does that make sense to you? And she just said advocate. So I don't know if you're all for the underdog and you always were like, I'm going to win $1 million and help single parent moms. But there's something like you're an advocate. Oh, yes. Now you understand. I am an easy. Yes. Now you understand. Yeah. So you're so full, like, for the underdog. That's just how she makes me feel. For strays and homeless. Yes. Yeah, that's what I just keep getting to. So she knows. She knows. She's very much around you. 100%. Yeah. As I pull back, is there a Veronica reference? That's like an unusual name, but I just pulled back to see if there's anything else. And I literally heard like Vernon or Veronica, which is like such an unusual name. Fergie, who's that? Who's Fergie? So remember I said Fergie. If it's Fergie, who's Fergie? And now I'm hearing Veronica or Vernon. Who's Fergie? Who's that to you? Because that's not a name I would have in my vocabulary, is Vergie. I'm going to write that down. I have to, like, when you're a medium, they'll pick out names that you have seen or heard, and they'll kind of be like, this is a file cabinet. It's like that. So I have to, like, get a book of names or look online and start, like, studying names again. Can you see me okay? Are you on here still? I didn't see your response yet. So important that even after I'm finished with your reading, that you know that this is just their way of coming through, showing you validation and your love for them. Is it frozen, you guys? Can someone tap on the screen and let me know if it's frozen? Hopefully we're good. It's so weird because it just shows all bar. No, I'm not frozen. Okay. No, I'm not frozen. Thank you. Vergie, just something my favorite aunt were supposed to close spinning screen. Aunt Vergie. Okay. Just know the Fergie name. Remember when I was like, Fergalicious, Fergie, and you're saying Vergie? And I keep seeing Veronica. That's their way. Remember I said this is like playing Clue? It's like, show this, match this. It's like Colonel Mustard with the lead pipe in the conservatory. Yes, thank you. So that's just their way of confirming. Oh my gosh, that's a name and a half. Do you know what I mean? So I am pulling back a little bit. This is when I start to get fuzzy. I feel like this is when they feel that they've delivered the message. Yes, you're super close. That's your way. That energy feels more of your guide. For some reason, your mom definitely is around you, but the Virgi, that feels like your guide. So if you were really connected with somebody on this planet and you think about them constantly now, this is their way of saying, like, I'm your guide. Like we were a lot of like. Do you know what I mean? You should write a children's book. I'm just saying. You should write. You're a total storyteller. You've got so many stories to tell. There's anytime I see somebody on here, yeah. My grandmother called her Hermione. Yeah, perfect. I was little Virgie. Yep. So whenever you have that, and it's like that undeniable likeness, then that's your guide. So just know that she's around you. I love it. Virgie and Virgie, they're all Veronica. I'm like, I don't know. But Fergie and Veronica makes Virgie. Yeah, there you go. And she still is. You got it. So just to know, these are your spiritual team's way of coming through. Your mom is at peace. It's really important that you know that, because that's been something that's been on your mind. If you ever get a reading from a psychic medium and a family member doesn't come through, it does not mean that they're stuck. There's no such thing as a spirit being stuck on the other side and I'm a medium and I can help them cross over. No one's ever stuck. We have a loving source. You get to decide what you want to call that loving source. People call it God, heaven, love, the universe, but we come from that loving source. We spend time here on this planet and then we go back there. So we all see each other again. And this is just their way of saying that they're sending you love and that they are supporting you from the other side. No, you don't have to worry about the Francis. Unless there happens to be a Francis too, but there was like an F. Yeah, like a Fergie, Francis, and then it's just them trying to show me that name. Because there's no way, I don't know a Virgie. I wouldn't even think of that name. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I am pulling back with your reading, sweetheart. These are like, I call them speed dating readings. They're really small, but it's always just to bring you comfort in some way, to let you know that your loved ones are around you. And hopefully the information I brought to you today, you're welcome, will give you the proof and the validation that you need to say, like, oh my gosh, they are still here. And it can be so awkward as to be like, I'm asking you guys for a sign. I don't know how to do this. Just talk to them like you normally would. And then that opens up the energy between you. And the more you start doing it, the more you're like, oh, I just saw a sign. Is that a sign? If you have to ask if it's a sign, then it's a sign. Okay? Much love to you. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. Who do we have? We're going to go out with a bang with Christine's. And then my moderator, Ken, thank you. You're welcome, Tracy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going to go out with a bang. Do you book the text readings on your website? No, what you can do is, hi, Christy. You can go ahead and make the donation right there to my Venmo. And what I'll do, thank you, Tracy. I'll message you through Venmo. Or you can do it a couple of different ways. You can make the payment for your text reading on Venmo, and you can text me. My phone number is, somebody could write this in comments because I can't do it in here, is 408-857-3351. So 408-857-3351. You just shoot me a text, and yeah, and we'll set up your text reading. Like I said, thank you so much. That's it. Thank you, guys. Cassie, look at you helping all over the place today. Thank you. Perfect. So Christy, thank you so much. I am going to be doing a break here at the end of Christy's reading and saying hi to people. But I want, oh, Cassie, thank you. Well, you guys being on here help me and hold so much space for me while I'm giving the reading. So I really do feel like we're just creating this beautiful love, unconditional love and support where it's nice and safe. So I want to thank you guys too, because even though you might just be watching, you're holding space for other people, and that really helps the energy flow. So it's all your kindness, and then taking turns and not commenting when someone else is getting a reading. All of that stuff really helps. So perfect. So Christy, my dear, my sweetie, thank you for being patient. We're going to go out with a bang because you were the last one I'm reading on here today. Yeah. Who do you want to hear from today? I don't need to know their name, sweetheart. I just need to know their relationship to you. And are you a medical assistant? I'm trying to like pull back, and okay, grandmother. Was grandmother on hospice, or are you a medical assistant and you just go to the doctors or something? As I pull back to get ready and take a deep breath for your reading, I smell. Do you know how it smells when you go to the doctors? Was your grandmother on hospice then? Or was anybody a medical assistant or nurse? If not, somebody's really clean. Depends on which grandmother on the hospice part. Okay, so you have 2 grandmothers. Okay, no worries. Unless someone just spilled or you put rubbing alcohol on something, I'm just telling you, I smell, it smells like rubbing alcohol. That's what I can smell. So I'm like, that's like a medical. Okay, do you, Is there a grandma Mary? Mary Margaret? Thank you, Alicia. I have been taking injections and using alcohol, LOL. Okay, that's my mistake in not understanding. I was like, I literally smell alcohol wipes. Yes, no Mary, but you have a great aunt named Mary, and she's crossed over. Here's the thing with your family. Can I pause for a minute? And I promise to keep reading you. But hold on. Hold on for a second. You come from a long line of strong women. Because when I pull in this great Aunt Mary, she says, Julie, we come from the kind of family where the women ran the houses. But it's like that saying from My Big Fat Greek Wedding when they say, yes, I like to think I do. Do you know that saying from My Big Fat Greek Wedding where it says, the man is the house, but the woman is the neck, and we show the head which way to turn? Do you understand what I'm saying? I keep hearing that with you. Does that make sense to you when I say that? Just a lot of strength. And whenever I see this for somebody, I'm like, your life purpose, it does. Okay, your life purpose is really big. And I feel like you've been through, if you feel like, oh my God, I'm going crazy, I don't know what I want to do, I should be happy with my life, but I'm wanting more, don't be mad at yourself. Your spirit is here like to do something like that. Was somebody a teacher? Did somebody work with kids? I'm trying to give you this reading and they're all kids, teacher. I keep hearing that as well. Did you sing to your grandmother? Like when your grandmother was passing, I keep seeing a lady, she's laying down, I'm holding her hand, and I feel like I'm singing to her. I swear I hear You Are My Sunshine, My Only Sunshine. It's like that thing where it's like, she sang this to you when you were younger, and then she passed away, and we sang it to her. And I'm starting to get my eyes, and Grandma Mary was a teacher. For some reason, she's coming through very strong. So whenever they come very strong for you like that, it's like they're your guide. You guys were a lot alike. You're like, I never met her. It doesn't matter. If she was a go-getter, if she wouldn't take no for an answer, if you're doing something where she would have loved to do that too, then that's it. Did you just get your nails done or something? I just was going like this. Like I feel like I need my nails done. Reminds me of like when people get a French manicure. She just went like this. So I don't know. This is a couple things. Hold on, because the energy is moving really fast right now. I don't know if you just got your nails done, because I'm seeing this, or if you have your grandmother's ring. But I keep seeing like this. I didn't sing to my granny, but I was by her side when she passed, and I wanted to connect with the other grand. Okay, that's okay. That's just the way that they're coming through. Was there music playing while you were by her side? Because I feel like I can see you, and then I can see this. And what is the deal with, do you have your grandmother's ring, watch, something that she would wear on her hand, or do you need to get your nails done? Because the grandmother that you're trying to hear from keeps going like this. So that's my way of saying, like, you have her ring. You need your nails done. She won't stop talking. My granny's coming through. She gave my mom her wedding ring, and it will be passed to me. Thank you. Yes. Can I just say, she's beautiful. I love how she would just smile with her eyes, and I don't know if she had blue eyes or if the color blue was really prominent with her, but I see it around her. Does that make sense to you when I say that? And are you, hold on one second. There's no denying, yeah, she liked the color blue, but not blue eyes. Okay, that's okay. Thank you for being open with, because I just see a lot of blue around her. So I'm like, was it blue eyes or was it your clothes? And she's also making me feel like, say it again, what you were trying to say. Were you her favorite? Were you like the only girl? Were you the first? There's something very special about you guys together. Do you understand what I'm saying? She feels more like than a grandmother. She feels like, yes, I was her favorite. She feels more like, I feel like like having her as a grandmother, you got like a second mom. Like it feels like not only the only girl, but the closest bond. That's okay. When they show me you're the favorite and that you guys are close, I was just trying to place that, but just know, you know it. She's telling me that. Yeah, you did. You got a second mom with her. She just keeps talking about that too. I will see, hear, and feel everything, including food. Is there like a strawberry connection with you guys? We were very close. Her passing has been so devastating to me. I'm so sorry, honey. She totally shows me like you're a Sleeping Beauty, you're like Aurora, and she's like the fairy. Do you know what I mean? I spent a lot of time with her when I was a child. And the thing is like you're very grateful for that. That you're like, that's how I have the only. Oh, you hate fruit. That's why. So if you hate fruit, especially strawberries, because of the texture or the little seeds get in your teeth, that would be her way of saying she has a strawberry thing. Do you know what I mean? It's just so funny. So they'll show me things you love and things you absolutely hated. Show me anything else that you can show me. Thank you. For some reason around your grandmother, I'm seeing a lot of like 11s or 1s. So did she pass away in November or on the 11th? Is someone's birthday and or day of passing in November or on the 11th of a month? I just keep seeing 111, 111 in your reading. It's like January 11th or something. Okay, one of the things also that she's making, oh my gosh, no, 11 with the dates. But every single day I see 1111. How would I know that? She's all 1111, 1111. I've been wondering why for so long. I'm just telling you. So whenever we have like 111, according to like numerical numerology, is like pay attention to your thoughts. Whatever you're trying to manifest is coming to fruition. So she's telling you that you're a good manifester. And life does happen where it can be negative sometimes, but she's encouraging you that if you are going to have the negative thoughts, to also go to the positive thoughts. It happens so much that I screenshot it to keep up with it. It's crazy. How would I know that? She's like 1111. Just keep saying it. And you see 1111 and then you screenshot it. So look up numerically what that means. But it's basically when I see that, I think right when you're looking at it, what was the thought that you were having at that time? If that was a good thought and you want to manifest it, then go forward with that thought. If you want to not have that thought manifest, then say, cancel that thought. I want this instead. So sometimes when we have a lot of back-to-back challenges, we will have what I call, we will have this thing about, hold on one second, I'm getting another person. Is her husband with her as well? Is there younger female presence coming through? My sister-in-law comes through a lot too. Did someone have a brain aneurysm or a hit to the head or a fall to the head? Either your grandmother or your sister-in-law. My grandfather is with her. Okay, yes. Because she's like, I got him with me. She's like, I'm still doing things for him even over here. She's like, the man can't handle his life on his own. He had to follow me over here. My sister-in-law had a blunt force trauma to the head. Okay. That's just their way of coming through as well. And sorry so much, Moonshine. I love your comments, but can I mute you just for a second or something? The thing is I love your support, sweetie, but I can't read the chat. And I love what you're doing, honey, but if you could just, Mishy Moonstone, if you're not following her, she's wonderful too. But it's interfering. It's like it keeps coming up, and I'm trying to pay attention to her reading, and I'm so sorry. It's not you. I just get very distracted, and I'm trying to just look on the chat. He can't really handle life on his own. Yeah, that's what she's like. He had to follow me over here. So really quick, I need to go back to your grandmother with a message for you, because one of the things that she's telling me to tell you is that you always say, I was so lucky to have her to visit to. It was like something for me to, it was like your saving grace. It was so much how it shaped you, if that makes sense. But for her, she's saying how do I want to put that? It was equally as a gift to her. Does that make sense to you when I say that? Is this making sense to you? Do you guys have is your family Polish or something? Yes, that makes sense. Okay, because you always think that you're so grateful, and she always told you how special it was your visits. No Polish. Okay, there's a name like that. Whenever I see Polish, it's like, I don't know how to put it. Hold on one second. Okay, so I saw Polish. My grandmother's Polish. Her name was Agnes Grzinski. Okay, so like from the other readings, if I'm not pulling up what they're trying to show me, they will pull something with me personally about myself to go back to you. So I don't know if someone's name is Agnes, or is there like a Grzinski, or if it's not Polish, it's like a ski name like Grzinski. Oh, okay, so that comes from you, Grabowski. Okay, thank you. I was like, who is coming through? And Granny's name is Alice. Okay, yes, thank you. So Agnes, Alice, that's close. And then thank you, Tracy. This is awesome. So we're just hitting it all on here. So it's like, so if it's like the same and yeah, we're good. This is her. This is absolutely her. And when she comes through, might I add, like, I get a nice, I don't know if she was incredibly clean, if her house always smelled like fresh laundry or something, but I smell, when your grandmother comes through, I smell fresh laundry and like baby powder. I don't know why. I don't know if you guys lived somewhere in the Midwest where it's like was humid and you always had to use baby powder. Yes, very clean and proper woman. I just keep seeing that over and over again. And this is random, but does someone have her ID? She loved baby powder, LOL, because I can smell it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I can literally smell it. And she said, sweetie, you need a rose quartz. You need to get a rose quartz, hold it, and think of me. You need a rose quartz. She just said that. Yeah. And you know, no ID that I can think of, but my aunt might have it. She just showed me a wallet, like someone either has her wallet or it's like an ID, or all the pictures are sticking together. I just saw that saw that look, just so you know. Hold on one second, Alice. Whenever she's around, do you know what I mean? No wonder you miss her, because as she's coming through, when she's around, I feel invincible. Do you understand what I mean? You have a lot of boxes of her old pics. Okay. No, this is something like it's in like a wallet or a photo album, like it was all stuck. It's like that. Hold on. Say the other thing that you were just going to tell me about with all of that. Yes, and I keep hearing, yes, she was a very strong and independent woman, and I keep hearing, do you know that's like Carpe Diem, seize the day, and the song, Que sera, sera, stuck because the pics were in a fire. Okay, remember at the end of my last reading, I was like, did someone pass in a fire? Because I could start to smell smoke, and they were stuck because the pics were in a fire. So someone didn't pass in a fire, but that's your grandmother's way of coming through and saying, yes. Do you know what I mean? So it will be on the end of skirt of someone else's reading right when I'm do yours, and how they go back and forth. Sorry, Tracy, we just can't have people comment while I'm doing a reading, but thank you, Kim. It's just, even if you're offering support, it gets choppy for me. Like I said, consider like I'm vacuuming, and whoever's on here, I'm gonna be able to suck your energy in, okay? Let me see, I really wanted to talk to my other grandma because I never got to meet her, but she never comes through. Okay. If you are, I feel like she came through at the beginning to wave, and you're like, I wanted to talk to the other grandmother. Do you know what I mean? And these are kind of like, I call them like a flash reading, like a mini reading, and also whoever is your guide or who you were closer to here, they'll come through first, just to let you know. But I can try to see if there's anything. So the grandma that you're close to, is that your mom's mom? Alice, is that your mom's mom? Yes, that makes sense. Great, Alice and my sister-in-law always fight over who comes through. No, your dad's mom. Okay. But you want to hear from your mom's mom. Can I tell you, also the most high energy people will come through? Was your mom's mom tough on her? So I have to be honest with you. Your mom's mom doesn't have as high energy as your dad's mom. And I'm trying to understand why. I don't know if it's because she didn't get a chance to say goodbye to her and the energy's heavy. I don't know if it's because your grandmother wished he would have treated her better. But is your mom hard on herself? Oh, she wasn't tough on her per se, but she lived a miserable life. That's why she doesn't have as high energy. But I do feel remorse for not being a good mom to your mom. Does that make sense? It's like your mom was so full of light and this bright light, and she always did everything to help. And somehow, because of her mom's challenges that she had, yeah, her mom never, there was no praise. It's almost like things were never, yeah, she said she would never want to be like her mom. Because no matter what she did for her mom, and she did everything, your mom would like cook, clean, she was like Cinderella. She would never get the praise. She would never get a thank you. She would never say, wow, you're doing a great job on that. It's almost like her mom was jealous of her light, of your mom's light. Her mom was jealous. Yeah, your grandmother was jealous of your mom's light and couldn't compliment her. She was literally Cinderella. That's what I'm saying. So higher energy people and your guides come through easier, and people who have regret, yeah, people who have regret on the other side and come through are heavier. I think you can even see it from my facial expression. It's like, have you ever, you talk to people and they're high energy and you're like, I want to go talk to them again. And then there's other people that you talk to and you're like, I just want to leave and leave because this conversation is draining. It's the same way when I read them. Yes, my mom's mom was miserable because her husband, yeah, I'm just telling you. And that happens sometimes, but she's saying that as she crossed over, it was at the end of the day, it was still a choice. Do you understand? She was very beautiful. Yes. I'm just telling you. She just is showing me that. Just, do you actually have one of your grandmother's wedding dress or I keep seeing lace, so I don't know if it's like their baby outfit or baptismal outfit or why I see lace. But I do. Does that make sense to you? Does your mom believe in this kind of thing? No, but I do have her wedding ring too. Okay, that's her way of like wedding ring lace. Let me pull back. No, it's a baby thing. It's like check with your mom. It's like somebody's keepsake, baby confirmation or baptism, or it's a baby outfit. It has lace on it. Yeah, ask your mom. So if your mom still has hers, or it's like something like that. Or even if they're like, no, I don't have the dress, but I have the veil. It's lace. I just keep seeing it over and over again. Okay. So let me pull back. This is their way of coming through. I always say this is their love for you and your love for them that I'm able to channel. Once I leave, you can always keep talking to them. And I do feel that Alice is just higher energy, but please tell your mom, if she's open to this kind of thing, maybe share this reading with her, that her mom did come through and is now healing on the other side, even still till this day. Usually like spirits heal really fast because they don't have much regret, but the more regret you have, the longer time to heal over there. And that she's trying everything in her power to send like luck your mom's way for making up now what she couldn't hear on this planet from the other side. Does that make sense? Yeah, she has a lot of sadness because her mom's passing and she died because, yeah, of just being sad. Okay. Yeah. Tell your mom to let that go because she lived the life that she needed to live. And your mom, by the way, is like, she has like, she's very kind to others and generous and full of integrity. And the way that she brought up, she could have easily have carried on that chain of toxicity, but she said this stops with me. So there's a lot of gratitude coming to her. Yes, I understand. Yeah, very kind and generous. No one would believe she came through something so harsh, because some people that are jerks to other people because they're like, I had a hard childhood. But that's like your mom's pet peeve. She does not like it when people are like, I have a hard childhood. She's like, so did I. And I'm not treating people like jerks. Do you know what I mean? Just so you know. Yeah. Yeah, your mom is a warrior. Okay. So I am pulling back. I hope this brought you some peace today and letting you know that this is her way of all your relatives' way of waving and saying they are from the other side. They are like your spiritual team. You're welcome. Yes, share this with your mom. She needs to know that it was not her fault as much as she got wrongfully blamed. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, you're so precious. I don't know if you have precious moments dolls or if you looked like a Cupid doll, but when I pulled back, I just saw like a precious moments doll or Cupid doll. I won't know the difference because in my mind's eye, they look the same. So thank you guys for joining today. This was so much fun. I never like to log off here without thanking Kim for moderating. Please follow Kim. We're trying to get her to 1,000 people. I'm just so excited to do this for her. I want to thank Tracy, Maddie, was it Christy, and Dee for letting me read for you guys today. And Christina, this is such an honor to be able to do this for you. I absolutely love what I do, and If you are interested in a phone reading or Zoom readings are like really fun. You can do it with a group of people, so that's kind of nice. And I had my, I don't know where to, and if you're looking for any good books to read on this subject, thank you, sweetheart. I have a book, it's called I Am Home, and it's over on Amazon. So you can purchase it over there too. It's just something that after I give readings to people, they would have all these questions. So I was guided to write a book to show them what signs to look for by examples of readings that I've done for people in the past. And so that's on Amazon. It's called I Am Home. But all my books, you can double click there and you'll see them. Thank you guys so much for being here. Just know your family's always watching out for you, sending you signs from the other side. And they love you because love is eternal. Okay? Thank you guys. Thanks, Kim. I'll be chatting with you in a little bit. Have a great evening, everybody.